you guys have been gaining a lot of praise over the last few years with the release of your self-titled album. Heading into the studio for Talent of the Hawk, was there any pressure knowing that you guys gained so many plaudits for the previous release?
I think we kind of just went into it with the mindset of let's just make some more tunes. You know, it was not really, we weren't really thinking about like, oh, you know, disappointing anyone or trying to live up to any expectations. For us, it was just about trying to make more good music, and that was the mindset we had, so we didn't really feel too much pressure, honestly.
You said you tried to concentrate more on the writing process this time. Do you feel that's part of the reason why the album has a mature feel to it and it's more fulfilled, more realized?
I think so, yeah, definitely. I mean, like the self-titled album and the recordings we've done in the past have been very, you know, we had jobs and we were, you know, the recordings would get deleted or we would have to, you know, move from the basement we were recording them in. So this was the first time we ever worked on a group of songs that it was just like, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make these songs as good as they can be. So it was like much more focused. So I think that had a lot to do with it.
What's it like for you guys to have a legion of fans that come along to your shows and create such a unique atmosphere, sing along to your songs? I mean, you guys are gaining many more as years go by. What's it like for you guys?
It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's fantastic, yeah.
How do you find the audience in the UK as opposed to the US? Any differences, any glaring differences?
I don't really know. I guess just here they like to watch us play more. They don't really dance as much, I guess.
Yeah, in the States I feel like it's more of like a dance party or something, but and here it is that people are like jumping around and stuff too. Everybody I think comes to the shows wanting to just like have a good time, and so that's all we just like, let's just make sure that these people have a good time.
With the extensive amount of touring that's involved, do you find it inevitable to having to write on the road?
Yeah. Well, you know, you get like a lot of inspiration being on the road. You're in like places you've never been before and stuff, so it's nice. It's not like a difficult thing to like get the inspiration from the road, you know. Sometimes it's easier to sit like in your room with a guitar and just like kind of figure things out that way, but on the road it's, you know, I think you can sort of tell the songs that are written on the road and the songs that aren't.
Let's talk about you working alongside Mark Jaworski. He's a great photographer and director.
Yeah.
What is it about Mark's photography that you feel expresses you guys and kind of brings you guys in a different light? I mean, you've got pictures of on bikes and cars, just amazing photography. What is it about him that's so good?
I guess it's just his style, that working with him style. Not necessarily like how great his pictures come out, just like a pleasure to be with.
He's been like our friend since high school, and he's taken pictures for us like since high school, and he's just a fantastic guy. He's sort of on the same page with us in terms. We've taken photos with a lot of people, and like all have been very good. But with Mark, it's just a style of like, you know, we'll call him up and be like, hey man, like, you free this afternoon? Like, let's try to take some pictures. And he'll be like, absolutely. We'll show up to the house. He'll throw some pants on, jump in the van, and we'll just go, and he'll just make it work. You know, and it's awesome to work with somebody who's just like down to make it work. That's like
a production.
Exactly. It's not a big production. He's just going to give you a fantastic product.
Okay. Tell us about the videos that he's also directed for you guys. Funny you should ask, because it's a great video to watch.
Yeah.
What was it like to make? And you guys got alligators, tarantulas, snakes.
Yeah.
What was that like? What was the experience like?
We just kind of went to a friend's house who had all those pets and just hung out for the day.
Yeah.
And then Mark also did that twin size one. He can't come on tour with us.
Yeah.
And just throughout being on tour, he would just film things.
Tell us a bit about Twin Size Mattress. It's got more of a somber tone to it, with, you know, it's got cheery melodies. But what's the story behind the song? Are you referring to a friend that could possibly come on stage and do harmonies?
Well, not so much. It's more of like an attitude or like a vibe that like was the character in the song. Like I'm trying to think. We were on tour basically all year when I had written that song, so. You know, there's relationships at home and relationships like on the road, and that's kind of what the song is about, just sort of trying to deal with all of that.
Lance is also more of a poignant song as well.
Yeah.
And the lyrics talk about praying and goodbye to the future.
Yeah.
Again, it's more of a reflective kind of
God,
time,
yeah.
as opposed to a backflip and
Sure.
au revoir. What was the thinking behind this song?
Well, it's like not a personal story. It's not about me. It's a friend's story. So I just kind of took his story and what he was going through and turned it into more of a first-person tale.
Do you find when you're writing lyrics, are they drawn upon experiences from yourself, your friends, or is it maybe even fiction?
Yeah, a little bit of everything, honestly. Like, yeah, a lot of myself, but you know, a lot of friends too. Some are real, some are made up.
And Skeleton, I wanted to ask you about the lyrics for this song. I can't get past you. You are the cops, the pain I feel, the student loans.
Yeah.
What was the concept behind this
Well,
song?
that was, you know, that's what I have at this point. The debt in my life is my student loans, and I always seem to get like, yeah, tickets or fines like at the worst moments when like I really don't have any cash, and that was like kind of where that line came from.
You stated that you had a more concentrated approach to the writing of this album.
Yeah, definitely.
Was that simply because of the tidal wave that you're on with the self-titled album, or was it just having more time to reflect?
I think it was having just more time, you know. In the past, it's always like in school or, you know, working a couple jobs at a time, and it was the first time, you know, we were on tour, and then we had gotten off tour, and we had both didn't have our jobs, so it was sort of like, let's just try to, we had ideas that we were really excited about, and that was what it was. It was
Do you feel the result was a more polished and
definitely.
more polished, yeah?
I think so, yeah.
Am I correct in saying it's Tom and Warren that join you on stage?
Tom Warren and Kieran.
Tom Warren, what's it like to have them on stage? Does it add more of a depth for you guys, more freedom for you guys to express yourself when you're playing live?
Absolutely, yeah. It's you know, because we played with the laptop before they came along, and that's to a click, so it's, you can't get off, and if you get off, that's it, the song's over. But with like such talented musicians on stage, I basically just gotta stand out there and look good and let them do all the work. So it's great. No, it's good.
What was the first album each of you guys purchased?
I got the Baha Men, Who Let the Dogs Out. It was like a single.
Matt?
Then on Offspring for the record.
Kids Are Alright.
Yeah, what's that one?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think so, something like that.
Yeah.
Also, your favourite vocalist of all time?
Oh, interesting. My favorite vocalist.
There's this guy called Big Neil.
Oh yeah. There's a band called Big Neil, and their singer's pretty.
And that's for both of you guys, both.
Who do you choose? That's my choice.
Yeah.
I stole that one.
Still not Big Neil.
Or Frightened Rabbit. I'm not sure. Or
Yeah.
Manchester Orchestra. Andy Hall's
Oh.
vocals, I think, the delivery is very awesome.
Finally, what's your favourite song of 2013 so far?
Snack Tack by A Great Big Pile of Leaves.
This is definitely not what I really feel, but this works. That Katy Perry song, Roar.
Oh, he likes that one, alright.